I state semifinal showdown between defending Division I state champs Madison Memorial and undefeated Germantown. Hello everyone, I'm Jake Zimmerman along with Dan Witter, head coach at Wisconsin Rapids. And I'll tell you what, Coach, we've seen both of these teams here before. Third trip to state for Germantown, the 9th consecutive time we've seen Madison Memorial here at state.
When you talk about the state tournament this year, this is the game that's kind of come up in everybody's conversation. Every time you say Germantown Memorial, everybody goes, ooh.
Yeah, there are a lot of great players that you're going to see on the court here in this game in particular. Let's take a look at our Menards points of the game. Now, this is just one of the great players from Madison Memorial, certainly a very good one in Junior Lamamba.
They have a lot of experience. He's obviously been here before, Division I recruit. So you're looking forward to him being a leader for this team.
Yeah, he'll be headed to Cleveland State next year. Let's take a look at the other side now for Germantown. ZACK SHOWALTER, he's the future Badger. Luke Fisher, he's the future Indiana Hoosier.
Yeah, it must be pretty nice to have two Big Ten kids on your team. And these kids have grown up, though. Zach was down here as a freshman. I remember watching them. And look for the same of them. A lot of experience on the floor for both teams.
Zach, of course, the son of head coach Steve Showalter for Germantown. So many good players. There's going to be a lot of high intensity in this game. Coach, how do you see this thing breaking down?
Well, I mean, it's going to be an up and down game. I talked to Coach Collins. He's going to try to break it up a little bit into pieces, so trying to prevent a run that Germantown has went on time and time again. I think guard play is going to be the key, being able to take care of the ball without turning it over for both sides.
I'll tell you what, the last time we saw Madison Memorial here at State was one of the greatest games we've ever seen, a triple overtime game. We can only hope that this is going to be as exciting as that one. We'll be right back with a tip-off of tonight's game. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. A lot of great players that you're going to see on the court here in this game in particular. Let's take a look.
Celebrating the magic of March, the Wisconsin division of Quincy Newspapers Incorporated presents the 97th annual WIAA Boys State Basketball Championships, live from Madison, Wisconsin. This WIAA Sports Exclusive is brought to you statewide by Associated Bank. Sign up for Associated Bank checking today and get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron Rodgers himself. For details, visit AssociatedBank.com. Marshfield Clinic, encouraging you to live an active, healthy life. Marshfield Clinic, don't just live, shine. Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Rural Mutual Insurance Company, a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. Go to ruralins.com. WIAA, support your public schools and your teachers. Join the conversation on Facebook /Speak Out Wisconsin. WIAA, moving education forward. And by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board.
Welcome to the Kohl Center of Madison, site of this Division I state semifinal showdown between defending Division I state champs Madison Memorial and undefeated Germantown. Hello everyone, I'm Jake Zimmerman along with Dan Witter, head coach at Wisconsin Rapids. And I'll tell you what, Coach, we've seen both of these teams here before. Third trip to state for Germantown, the 9th consecutive time we've seen Madison Memorial here at state.
When you talk about the state tournament this year, this is the game that's kind of come up in everybody's conversation. Every time you say Germantown Memorial, everybody goes, ooh.
Yeah, there are a lot of great players that you're going to see on the court here in this game in particular. Let's take a look at our Menards points of the game. Now, this is just one of the great players from Madison Memorial, certainly a very good one in Junior Lamamba.
They have a lot of experience. He's obviously been here before, Division I recruit. So you're looking forward to him being a leader for this team.
Yeah, he'll be headed to Cleveland State next year. Let's take a look at the other side now for Germantown. ZACK SHOWALTER, he's the future Badger. Luke Fisher, he's the future Indiana Hoosier.
Yeah, it must be pretty nice to have two Big Ten kids on your team. And these kids have grown up, though. Zach was down here as a freshman. I remember watching them. And look for the same of them. A lot of experience on the floor for both teams.
Zach, of course, the son of head coach Steve Showalter for Germantown. So many good players. There's going to be a lot of high intensity in this game. Coach, how do you see this thing breaking down?
Well, I mean, it's going to be an up-and-down game. I talked to Coach Collins. He's going to try to break it up a little bit into pieces, so trying to prevent a run that Germantown has went on time and time again. I think guard play is going to be the key, being able to take care of the ball without turning it over for both sides.
I'll tell you what, the last time we saw Madison Memorial here at State was one of the greatest games we've ever seen, a triple overtime game. We can only hope that this is going to be as exciting as that one. We'll be right back with a tip-off of tonight's game. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
When I was a kid, I loved to eat. Oh, food, and more food. Junk, loved it. Didn't matter what it was. This is kind of actually painful to look at. But you know what? Coming up, you're going to see what I look like. No, that's not me. Come on, that's a beauty queen. Get her out of my story. That's me now. Much better. I just think it's important to set a good example for my daughter.
If you want someone who understands Wisconsin farmers, find someone who speaks your language. We're fluent in farm. Rural Mutual Insurance is Wisconsin's largest farm insurer. Our 150 local agents offer farm families the best advice and fast claim service. Since Rural Mutual Insurance only does business in Wisconsin, premiums paid here stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. RuralINS.com shows how our farm policy offers comprehensive coverage for your home and farm.
It's Game 3 of the Central League Soccer Tournament, and Dave, these kids are beat.
And there's still one game left. I don't know how they're ever going to make it.
Let's hope their coach has some inspiration before the next game.
Want to know a secret? Research indicates that low-fat chocolate milk is better at rehydrating, helping muscles recover, and boosting energy than leading sports drinks.
Wow, it's like a whole new team. What's their secret?
It's pretty amazing, Bob.
Got chocolate milk?
The free and the home of the brave.
Very nice job on the national anthem there by Leo Wheaton, Germantown Jr. And now for a look at tonight's players from this big game between Germantown and Madison Memorial. We'll send it over to PA announcer Jim Strick.
Welcome to the Kohl Center in tonight's Division I semifinal between the Madison Memorial Spartans and the Germantown Warhawks. And now let's meet the participants for tonight's game. First for Madison Memorial, number 3, Anthony Frederick. Number 5, Julian Walters. Number 10, Drew Walls. Number 11, Matt Berry. Number 13, Donnell Thompson. Number 15, Sam Helly. Number 21, Sam Sutherland. Number 22, Tyler Lindquist. Number 33, Joe Ferguson. And number 34, Cameron Mankiewicz. And now let's meet the Germantown Warhawks. Number 4, Kendall Miller. Number 10, Jimmy Donens. Number 12, Tyler Heaney. Number 14, Jake Showalter. Number 20, Brian Keller. Number 22, Jordan Kaczynski. Number 24, Dariante Hudson. Number 32, Evan Wiesenberg. Number 42, John Aberkamp. And number 50, Matt Schultz. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Madison Memorial. At guard for the Spartans, a 6'1" junior, number 4, Brendan Ortiz. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 20, Gijel Sangolo. Starting at guard, a 6'5" senior, number 24, Junior Lamamba. At forward, a 6'5" junior, number 14, Jester Weah. And at forward, a 6'6" senior, number 30, Jamar Morris. Head coach of the Spartans is Steve Collins. And now tonight's starting lineup for the Germantown Warhawks. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior, number 3, ZACK Showalter. Also at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Josh MONGAN. At the other guard, a 6'2" senior, number 30, ZACK KUMBIER. Starting at forward, a 6'7" senior, number 34, Daniel Studer. And at forward, a 6'10" junior, number 40, Luke Fisher. The head coach for Germantown is Steve Showalter. Tonight's officials are Gary Williams of Sturtevant, Jeff Lewis of Franklin, and Ron Quirk of Racine.
And here are the starting lineups brought to you by Delta Dental of Wisconsin, celebrating 50 years of great smiles. Experience the Delta Dental difference. For Madison Memorial, Brendan Ortiz, Gijel Sangolo, Junior Lamamba, Jester Weah, and Jamar Morris. For the undefeated Germantown Warhawks, ZACK Showalter, Josh Mongan, ZACK KUMBIER, Daniel Studer, and Luke Fisher. Madison Memorial coming out in those green uniforms that we've seen so many times here at State. The Warhawks of Germantown in the white tonight, as we are just about set for this Division I state semifinal. Much anticipated game. Ton of talent on the floor, as we just told you. This should be an exciting one. And we are underway. Quickly, Germantown brings it, and a big slam dunk by ZACK Showalter to start this Division I state semifinal. Wow, what a bang start.
Set play off the tip right to there, to the point guy, and then back to ZACK. ZACK went through and struck the line.
This place is buzzing right off the bat as the future Badger, ZACK Showalter, slams it down. Now Madison Memorial. Lamamba over to Morris. Morris going to take a jump shot and miss. Yanked down by Showalter, and quickly the Warhawks bring it up court. They go inside and bat it away. Nicely there by Jester Weah, but the Warhawks get it back. Now Showalter. No, but there's going to be a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be Sungalo with the foul. Boy, I've seen some quick starts, but that's about as fast as you can possibly begin.
Well, and then they had a block foul right out here at half court. The ball was barely out of the basket and it was going to the other end already.
So heading to the line is Zach Showalter, and he is the leading scorer on this team. 22.5 points per game. And as I said earlier, he's headed to Wisconsin as a walk-on next year, and he hits the first free throw. Also the son of Steve Showalter, the head coach for Germantown. Coach Showalter calls Zach a true competitor. In fact, the biggest competitor in his family. That's saying something when you think about the competitor that Steve Showalter is as well.
Here comes the pressure. 1-2, 1-1, zone trap.
Lamamba misses inside. Morris tried to clean it up, but no. Now quickly ahead to Zach Showalter. And it just rolls out. We get another whistle. We'll see who that one's against. I believe it's against WIAA. Showalter, you knew what he had in mind. So did Jester WIAA. Just a great out from Luke Fisher. Kicking it ahead to his teammate Showalter, who now heads back to the line and looking to give Germantown a quick 6-0 lead.
With the size that Germantown has on a miss, he has the opportunity to sneak out a little bit. He didn't leave a whole lot earlier until they almost had it secured, but he has that opportunity with the size to rebound the ball. Here's the press again. See how Memorial breaks it. Trap. Turnover.
Another one. Well, we'll see. Batted around. A couple of guys go down. That's Morris. Hard to the ground, Josh Mongan. They look like they're all right. But Germantown gets it again. You talk about that press, and it certainly is messing with Memorial right now. Inside turnaround, no good. Nice rebound inside. Put back, no. Now Memorial bring it up. Here comes Ortiz. Ortiz going to reset now. Brendan Ortiz, who had that incredible game in a triple overtime championship last year. Three-pointer, yes! That three-pointer is good by Gijo Sungalo. Sungalo averages over 10 points per game, cuts that Germantown lead in half. And now they try to go quickly inside. Showalter picked off there. Now Ortiz going to bring it up. He nearly lost it. Kicks it ahead to Lamamba, who slams it down. 2 minutes into the game, 2 slam dunks, one from each side. Now we'll have a whistle, travel turnover. Going to be Memorial ball. Let's take a look at that Madison Memorial slam dunk. Ortiz to his teammate Lamamba.
Great pass. Ortiz picked up the loose ball and then found the guy on the wing. Here's the press again. Memorial had turned it over once. Now see if they can handle it.
Well, if you were wondering if this game was going to live up to the hype, I'd say it almost already has. My goodness.
So far, absolutely.
Ferguson now. Joe Ferguson gets it inside, off the hands of WIAA, turnover Memorial. Mentioned Ferguson, he's the grandson of UW Athletics Director Barry Alvarez. Now Germantown.
High-low action.
They get it inside. Yes.
Second time they've used that high-low where they send the guy to the free throw line and then look down to the other big.
Daniel Studer finishing that off. Studer stands 6'7".
It's nice to have a 6'10" passing down to a 6'7".
That's right.
And it makes it convenient.
You see Tyler Lindquist come into the game, the sophomore forward for Madison Memorial. A couple of substitutions for the Warhawks as well. Jake Showalter, Zach's brother, coming into the game as well. The 2012 WIAA Boys Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Junior Lamamba setting it up. And we'll have a travel and another turnover. Let's see, for Madison Memorial, I believe that's their third. Yep, their third turnover already. Germantown's got 2. And again, we're just over 3 minutes into this game.
He dribbled to the wing and then got double teamed and kind of got caught and then lost his footing and fell down.
Beautiful pass and nice finish there by Luke Fisher. Taken away, put up, no good. Josh Mongan tried to just score quickly there and missed off the mark. A little too strong, and here comes Memorial. Morris being hounded inside. This jumper right here by Sungalo is good. And 7, Germantown on top very quickly. 3-point attempt, no good. Kicking it out there, so they'll reset. Another 3-point attempt. That one in and out for Jake Showalter. No foul called. Here comes Memorial quickly. Lamamba kicking it over to his teammate. Lindquist counted plus the foul. Tyler Lindquist finishing off this nice pass from Lamamba, and he can tie this game up if he can hit at the free throw line. Coming back into the game now, Brendan Ortiz. Taking a seat is Morris and Lamamba. Also into the game, Jester WIAA.
Kind of a no-look pass. He had 2 defenders attack him, and he just scooped it under the guy's arm and for a layup and a foul.
They'll stay a 1-point Germantown lead. Taken away! And they're going to call, let's see. Well, we've got a push down low. So Fisher with that foul. Madison Memorial will have the ball back, and I'll tell you, Jester WIAA did a nice job of taking that away. Now Memorial has a chance to take the lead.
Looked like they were going to trap full court a little bit, which they did, trying to switch things up.
Joe Ferguson. Now WIAA. Oh, that's taken away by Germantown. Another turnover. This is KUMBIER. Now up top is Avercamp. In and out for Avercamp. And it's going to go Memorial's way. Well, you talk about the athleticism of both of these teams. I mean, we saw it off the opening tip. If you tune into us a little late, 10 seconds in, a huge slam dunk by Zach Showalter. We had another slam on the other end by Lamamba about a minute later. I mean, this has been fun to watch already, and you can truly see the athleticism of both these teams, can't you? But they do turn it over. Both these teams have been turning over like crazy as well. Big three-pointer there by Jake Showalter to give Germantown a 4-point lead.
Now they're pressing, but they're doing it different ways. Sometimes they're denying the inbound, and sometimes they're allowing it.
Take another look at this three-pointer off the Memorial turnover. Jake Showalter knocking it down. He averages over 7 points per game, and he's pretty good from beyond the arc, I would say, at about 40%. There you see that record. Germantown holds the D1 tournament record for most three-point field goals in a game. They had 30 back in 2008. That's not in one game, that's for the whole tournament. And keep in mind, back then there were 3 games that D1 teams played as well. Still pretty impressive, obviously. Put back up there by Lamamba. Boy, these teams move so quickly. Jake Showalter again. Now ORTIZ going to try a long pass. 3-point attempt for Sungalo is good. Madison Memorial back within 1 at 15-14. Another 3-point attempt. Off the mark there for Daniel Studer. That's one of those cases where, I mean, he's 4 of 11 from three-point land this year, so he's hit some. Almost had a little too much time, I think. Quick-moving game, 15-14, Germantown on top. Still over 2.5 minutes left in the first. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Okay, Edith, you are all set with the Packers checking account.
Thank you.
And we have a special gift for you.
Oh?
Hello, Edith.
Want more Aaron Rodgers in your life?
Oh, my!
Is that part of the deal?
Oh.
Get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron when you open a Packers checking account. For details, go to your nearest branch or visit us online.
So do you play canasta?
All the time.
I love that game.
Save big money during the Menards March Madness sale. Get professional-grade results with Quad Sealant. All-weather exterior sealant stays flexible and has excellent adhesion indoors and out. In 6 colors, $199 after rebate. Get your home organized with help from John Sterling. Choose from a wide variety of decorative shelving, mantels, ledges, and cubes, plus brackets and hardware all on sale. These heavy-duty shelf and rod brackets are 2 for $3.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. You see the score, 15-14, Germantown on top in this Division I state semifinal. And, Coach, this has been fun to watch so far, even though there's been a lot of turnovers, too.
There's been a lot of action. It seems like we've played longer than, we haven't even played a quarter yet. It seems like almost a half with everything that's going on.
There you see the most tournament wins since 2000. Madison Memorial on top. Really no shock there at all. They're the defending state champs. 9 consecutive trips to state. They won state in 2011, 09, and 05. Runners up in 04, 06, and 08. Germantown's going to take a 30-second timeout to talk about this. Last year, Madison Memorial, of course, beat De Pere 80-78 in the first triple overtime game in state history. And, Coach, you and I were sitting in the same spot. We still had our voices after that one, which was pretty amazing. There's a look at the steal and the quick timeout by Germantown. So Madison Memorial, while they're just 1 point down in this game, already has 7 turnovers 5.5 minutes in. If you're Steve Collins, you gotta obviously be telling your team we gotta curb that back a little bit. We can't keep turning it over at this rate.
There's 2 ways to look at it. You're still in the game. You've turned it over 7 times, but you've turned it over 7 times. So
that's quite a record for Steve Collins, isn't it? 277 and 67, 14 years in Madison Memorial.
Amazing.
He's had some amazing players, to say the least, as well, come through this program.
He's had quite a few Mr. Basketballs.
Wesley Matthews. We can go through the list in a little while, but right now it's Daniel Studer scoring and giving Germantown another 3-point lead. And we're going to have a foul. And that one will go against Zach KUMBIER.
His first team 6.
So that's the 6th team foul for Germantown right now. There's a look at Steve Showalter's record. Not too shabby either. 177 and 78. He's been there 12 years. Off the mark. And another whistle. Looks like it'll be against Lamamba here. Nope. Actually against Sungalo.
Checking in from Memorial, number 33, Joe.
And he's going to take a seat right now. So Germantown will reset. Up by 3 right now. This is Luke Fisher. Kicking it over to Studer now. Studer thinking about that jump shot, but going to try to reset yet again.
Once you think about it 2 or 3 times, you probably should give it up and get it back.
Zach Showalter, nice feed inside there to KUMBIER.
A little floater, they were actually working on that shot in warm-up, so it's not something that they don't do.
Brendan ORTIZ will bring it up. So many experienced players for both of these teams. Morris. No. Taken away by Studer. Zach Showalter resetting, the senior guard. Thought about driving, lost it briefly, now lost it again. 3-point attempt for MONGAN. And Germantown gets it back again. Now MONGAN going to just drive and off the mark, and that's going to be a charge. Turnover, Madison Memorial ball. That's his second personal for Josh MONGAN. And into the game is Cameron Nankiville, and you might remember that last name. The brother of Keaton Nankivell. Of course, played at Madison Memorial and also went on to play for the Badgers. So Mongan's going to take a seat. Nankivell will inbound to Brendan Ortiz, who kicks it ahead quickly to Morris. You'll look at the field goals made for both these teams. That three-pointer off the mark. Germantown going to have a chance here before the end of the first quarter. Almost seems out of sorts for either one of these teams to just wait a minute, waiting for that clock to tick down a little bit. Seems like they're content to try to score just before the end of the first quarter here. 4 seconds left. Three-point attempt is good for Jake Showalter, and that is how the first quarter will come to an end. A high-scoring first quarter, a lot of flashy scoring plays as well. 22-14, Germantown on top. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
If you're a big fan of Wisconsin high school sports, be sure to check out WIAA.tv for video webcasts and information on WIAA tournament events. For WIAA fans, this unique web portal features archived streams of WIAA state tournament action. That's WIAA.tv, your one-stop web source for archived high school video streaming. Also, don't forget to access the first news stage and results of all WIAA tournaments by logging on to WIAA.org. It's the official website of the WIAA. Get up-to-date information on tournament results, history, and records.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. This WIAA game summary is brought to you by Skyward, creator of Skyward School Management System and Skyward Family Access, the best solution for Wisconsin school district and parents. Well, Coach, a lot of shots for both teams, a lot of turnovers as well, especially for Madison Memorial.
That's the determining factor right now. They're both shooting over 50%, or at least 50% for Memorial. So they're not doing a bad job offensively, but you can't turn the ball over.
9 points off turnovers for Germantown right now. Madison Memorial will control the action as we begin the second quarter. They go inside to Morris. Trying to kick it over to Nankivell there. And it's another turnover for Madison Memorial. Closed captioning of this WIAA tournament broadcast is brought to you by your local WIAA network station. Zach Showalter trying to get around Ferguson there. Now that three-point attempt off the mark for Kumbier, but there to put it back. 10-point lead now, quickly ahead to Lamamba. Lamamba wants to reset now. 10-point Germantown lead. Ortiz for three. Yes. Brendan Ortiz knocking down that three, getting Memorial back within 7. Collins calls Ortiz the epitome of a point guard. May not score the most, but he dishes well and he can run this team very well.
What I've heard from other coaches that he just does whatever they need him to do. If they would need him to score, he could score more. But they need him to orchestrate, and that's what he does.
This is brought away by Morris. Talk about Ortiz. I mean, he had 29 points in the sectional semifinal against Sun Prairie. He's capable of scoring, as you said, if they need him to. Lamamba for three, and just like that, Madison Memorial is back within 4. Both of these teams can score so quickly.
They're switching the high-low screen. They're just staying where they are, and they're forcing their bigs to shoot the ball.
And Memorial gets it. Turnover, Germantown. Memorial 4 of 5 on threes. Now try another three, and ORTIZ is off the mark there. So again, Germantown brings it up fast. Now a three-pointer for Showalter. Jake Showalter hitting that three-pointer. Lamamba now inside. Yes, and one. Let's see here.
They just called it basket interference because the guy hit the backboard.
Okay.
So they just counted the basket. That was it.
I looked over at Steve Collins, and he was yelling about something, but that's not unlike Steve Collins. He'll get fired up once in a while, no problem with that. So the basket, as you said, counts, Coach, is 27-22. And Memorial takes it away again. Now they've got the numbers. ORTIZ quickly. Thought about going behind the back, but he lays it in. Madison Memorial back within 3. Studer kicking it over there to Jake Showalter. Well, let's take a look at that last fast break by Madison Memorial. And then you got the numbers. Look at this by ORTIZ. He thought, oh no, I'm just going to keep that myself.
He's kind of ignited him. He had a couple layups, couple passes out for a break, and then a three-pointer.
Well, that's the one thing that Madison Memorial is certainly leading. A hefty margin right now, those fast break points, 9-2. Unauthorized use or rebroadcast of this program and live internet stream without the express written consent of Quincy Newspapers Incorporated, Wisconsin Broadcast Division, is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law. ORTIZ. Lindquist is swinging around. That's Ferguson. Kick it back over inside. Nope. Batted away. And let's see. We're going to have a little conference here to see whose ball this is. And it's going to go Germantown's way. I told you Steve Collins would get fired up once in a while. Junior Lamamba in for Memorial.
ZACK KUMBIER also returns for the
ZACK KUMBIER also comes back into the game as Brian Keller takes a seat for Germantown. All right, a 5-point Germantown lead. Germantown undefeated on the season at 26-0, perfect 14-0 in the North Shore Conference. The third trip to state, first since 2009. They are a great program, make no doubt about it. The bodies flying all over the place here. Memorial brings it back up. This is Lamamba inside, and see what we get here. And I think the Germantown faithful wanted to travel.
I don't think he could have won on either call there.
That was not the call. So we got a foul, and Junior Lamamba will head to the line. This will be a 1-and-1 for Junior Lamamba. Lamamba, a 72% free throw shooter, hits the first one. And Germantown was up by 10 at one point. Madison Memorial with a couple of big three-pointers came back within 4, and now here we sit with a 4-point Germantown lead. Lamamba trying to cut that down to 3. Lamamba, the leading scorer on this team, nearly 17 points per game, hits 2 free throws.
Looked like Germantown was going to run away with it for a little bit, but Memorial weathered the storm, and now they're right back in it.
You got a team with as much experience and athleticism and talent as Madison Memorial. It's surprising sometimes if you see that. Now a slam dunk inside by Luke Fisher. Luke Fisher again, the future Indiana Hoosier. In fact, he and Zach Showalter have kind of a fun rivalry going. Zach again going to Wisconsin, Luke Fisher going to Indiana. So they've started that rivalry already, they said. Batted away and taken away. Now this is Zach Showalter kicking it over to his teammate And his brother Jake Showalter for three. Now quickly ahead to Morris. That's going to go Germantown's way. Off of Morris's hands, another turnover for Memorial. Let's take a look at that last three-pointer. Jake Showalter actually first inside for the slam dunk there by Luke Fisher.
Good seal by the big man. Threw it right to the basket.
The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by the Wisconsin Education Association Council. Support your public schools and your teachers. Join the conversation on Facebook. Speak Out Wisconsin, WEAC, moving education forward. And now we get a push against Memorial. It'll be against Joe Ferguson. So Germantown will keep it after that foul. Well, Germantown up by 10. Memorial cuts it to 3. Then Germantown jumps right back out in front. And a whistle inside, and heading to the line is going to be Luke Fisher, I believe. So they can jump back out to that 10-point lead. Well, you said, for a while there it looked like Germantown was going to run away with this thing. Memorial cutting it down, but Germantown has certainly answered.
They came back, got it inside for the jam, then they swung it, and Showalter hit another three. He is just having a whale of a game so far.
Really, both of them.
Well,
both Zach and Jake.
Well, that's it. You can say Showalter, and you're covering two spots there. Actually, three with the coach.
And we'll have a substitution here. Brian Keller back into the game for Germantown, taking a seat as Zach Kumbier. Yeah, Jake Showalter right now leading the way with 16 points for Germantown. 4 of 5 from three-point range. As you said, having a heck of a game. He only averages about 7.5. He's already doubled that up. Lamamba misses. And Studer takes it away. A one and done for Memorial. Zach Showalter now. Lost it and it'll stay Germantown ball. As Zach Showalter's the leading scorer on this team with over 22. He's got 6 points. Brother Jake, the sophomore, has 16. Hey, they'll take the points any way they can get them, right? Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
We live in a place where freedom of speech is our right. Giving someone a platform to speak ensures their ability to exercise that right. By standing up for educators, advocating for programs like foreign language, WIAC speaks for me and my students. Add your voice to the conversation at Speak Out Wisconsin on Facebook.
Ah, the workout is over. Time to recover, refuel, and re-energize. Recent studies suggest that one drink can help muscles recover faster than other leading sports drinks. Delicious, nutritious chocolate milk. With its powerful package of protein, potassium, calcium, and 6 other essential nutrients, shouldn't chocolate milk be your choice? Got chocolate milk?
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. There you see our score in this Division I state semifinal. 34-26, Germantown on top. It has been the Showalter show so far for Germantown. You take a look at the two Showalters, Jake and Zach, 22 points, 7 of 10 shooting. And against the entire Madison Memorial team, well, it's about even.
Well, Zach is setting up his brother right now, so that's good. And there it is again, opportunity.
That one was missed inside there by Daniel Studer. Now we're going to get a travel, and it's going to go back Germantown's way.
Well, part of the problem is you have to worry about Germantown's bigs, and that's kind of where you got to start. So then you're going to give up something if you're going to defend something. And I think they've decided they're going to take away the inside game, and then when you do that, you get some open jump shots, and that's what's happened.
Zach kicking it inside. Now it's going to be a charge against Daniel Studer. Nice feed from Zach Showalter. Do you think that was one of the things that Coach Steve Showalter talked about as we take a look at this last play here, that, you know, you knew that Zach, they were going to certainly focus on Zach and Luke Fisher, but they were going to try to open things up maybe a little bit for the younger Jake Showalter?
Well, I think it has to have happened before sometime during the season where they've tried to do that. So I'm sure he's had opportunities to make shots. But once you get on a roll, you hit your first couple of shots, the basket opens up, and the basket becomes a little bit bigger.
Madison Memorial has 12 turnovers so far. Germantown has 7 as well, so you've seen plenty on both sides. Now taken away. Zach Showalter against Lamamba, and Zach Showalter gets it to go. Just muscles that one in, and Germantown back out to a 10-point lead. ORTIZ for 3. Batted back to him by Lamamba. Now ORTIZ going to drive and throw it up. Nope, not this time. Here comes KUMBIER.
There's the floater.
Nice rebound inside by Fisher, just couldn't get it to go. Now quickly ahead is Madison Memorial, but we're going to get a travel, I believe. You know, he was going to get flashy with that one, Lamamba was. You can see the look, and he knew what he was going to do with that one.
Well, I think he was trying to figure out if he was going to lob it. I mean, there were two guys out there. Both of them could dunk, so I think they were just figuring out what they, by the time he grabbed the ball again, he double dribbled.
Zach, what a feed inside. Now kicks it back over to Zach for 3. ORTIZ rips it down. Now up ahead to Lamamba. And this time Lamamba just takes it himself. And the whistle will go against Zach Showalter. Wait, hang on one sec here. Now they're going to converse.
There's a technical foul on JAMAR Morris. He dropped the ball right in Zach's chest.
All right.
Standing out of bounds.
And you saw the basket by Lamamba, and then Morris did after that. So, and a little conversation here with the officials. And we'll see exactly how they go about this. Let's take a look at that last play.
Count the basket, and then he just pushed him. I think that was the foul, and then he just dropped it on his chest on top of it. So he may get 4 free throws out of this if it's a bonus situation.
Well, that's what all the lengthy discussion is about here. Trying to figure out exactly how many free throws he's going to get. But it was a nice play by Lamamba. You know, we saw the play before that where he was kind of looking where to go with it, and with the double dribble ended up turning it over. This time he just took it himself. But getting a little nippy under the basket at times, and that's what happened there. And now we're going to see exactly how many free throws. And yeah, you see Coach Showalter holding up 4 fingers thinking that we're going to get 4.
Well, the first would be a bonus, and then the second 2 would be the technical.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, and just to clarify, that basket does count, as you said.
The sequence of events, the basket, then the push, which is a foul, then the technical, so the bonus, and then you'd have 2 more free throws. So the possibility of 4 free throws plus the ball.
Foul after the basket on Memorial number 30, JAMAR Morris, his first, team 6th. Technical foul on Madison Memorial number 30, JAMAR Morris.
Okay, so I don't know if you can hear behind me. So JAMAR Morris gets 2 fouls against him there. Second one a technical. So heading to the line here is Zach Showalter. 2 free throws coming here. So that could, I mean, obviously could really be a turning point here. Madison Memorial had cut that to an 8-point lead. And now Showalter knocks down both of those free throws. And I believe they will get the ball out of bounds as well.
So that must not have been the bonus at that time.
So you get the 2 personals against Morris. And Germantown will try to add to its 10-point lead after those 2 technical free throws. Zach Showalter, as Lamamba looks like he's hurt. He couldn't even move after that. Zach Showalter went right around him. Luke Fisher laid it in. Junior Lamamba is hurt right in front of us. We'll have a whistle inside. Let's take a look at Lamamba here. He is certainly hurt. We got Coach Collins coming out to take a look at him as well. I don't know if he twisted something under the basket or what exactly happened. He was in front of Zach Showalter and then just went right down. He's holding, looks like his hamstring right now, his left hamstring. So let's take a look here. Let's look at Fisher kicking it over. There's Lamamba to the left. You see he slipped there and legs spread and hurt his hamstring a little bit. He's going to walk off, and we'll see if he can come back into this game. We're going to take a look at him. I'm guessing, he'll head over there and just try to work this thing out.
Well, this is a dangerous time for them with Morris on the bench and then Lamamba getting hurt.
So Sungalo will go to the free throw line now for 2 free throws. One more coming, trying to make it a 10-point lead once again for Germantown. Studer back into the game for Germantown. And he hits them both. So Sungalo knocks down both free throws and back to a 10-point lead. As you said, both Morris and Lamamba out. Lamamba continuing to get some work over there on the side. Germantown going to try to take advantage of their absence. Zach Showalter hits that. And here comes Brendan ORTIZ. Sungalo going inside. Nice feed, but can't finish inside was Lindquist. And now Germantown going to bring it up slowly as Zach Showalter, content perhaps to just take one last shot, and you got to feel like they're happy. I mean, 13-4 run in the last 3:20. They are up by 12 points on the defending D1 champs. That shot off the mark, gets it back quickly. The put up, at the buzzer goes. Zach KUMBIER with one final answer for the Germantown Warhawks, who take a 14-point lead into the locker room. Now a message from our statewide sponsor. This is your WIAA network station.
When you were a teen, a driver's license meant one thing, freedom. But to your parents, it meant the stress of finding and paying for auto insurance. Today, it's easy with Rural Mutual Insurance. We get teens. Our Town and Country auto policy offers young operator rates, claims-free discounts, deductible forgiveness, and multi-policy discounts of up to 25%. Since Rural Mutual Insurance only does business in Wisconsin, premiums paid here stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Contact us at ruralins.com.
Skyward is critically important to the functioning of and operation of our school district. It provides us with the software and technology for student software, for financial software, for personnel software. A community values its school system when it sees that it can provide great services to its kids. Skyward provides that access. So the community itself is grateful to Skyward and the district for its partnership because it gives them greater confidence in their school district.
There's a look at the Madison Memorial Dancers as we begin halftime of this Division I state semifinal. Germantown with a 14-point lead on the defending Division I champs, Madison Memorial. And Coach, I mean, you look at this score, it certainly looks like Germantown has dominated. They have the last 3 or 4 minutes of this half. Not at all the way Madison Memorial wanted to go into the break.
No, the technical foul, and then they giving up a couple baskets at the free throw line, and then turnovers, and then the one at the end kind of kills you too. The turnovers have been a factor for most of the first half, but they did cut it to single digits, but then Germantown again went on a run.
Again, a lot of big-time flashy plays in this game so far. It's been exciting to say the least, and the Showalters really have put on a show themselves. 28 points between Jake and Zach. We'll see if they can continue it. A lot of other answers or questions to be answered as we continue. Will Junior Lamamba come back after that hamstring injury? We'll find out in just a few minutes, but for right now, we're going to send it up top to Scott Emmerich.
Jake, thanks very much. The show continues up top here, and joining me right now is Angie Edge, the Regional Program Manager from the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, one of our outstanding sponsors for the WIAA tournaments. And Angie, how many years for you now is this?
It's been a lot of years.
It's been a lot. We lost track.
It's more fun every year, though, I tell you.
Yeah, it's tradition to have Angie back here. Tell us a little bit about the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and what it does.
Well, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board is funded by all of the state's dairy farm families. And here in Wisconsin, we have close to 12,000 dairy farm families. And it's really our job to increase the demand for Wisconsin dairy products by promoting milk, cheese, and yogurt, and all of those wonderful dairy products we make here in Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board has been on board with the WIAA state tournaments for quite a while. Why enjoying the WIAA state tournaments as a major sponsor?
It's really a great way for us to show support for the fine athletes that we have in America's Dairyland. We work a lot with schools to get those messages out to our young consumers and really make them lifelong consumers of Wisconsin dairy products. So it's a great way. You see a lot of Got Milk signage out there, Wisconsin cheese, a great way to get our messages out across the state.
All right. I know we don't think of chocolate milk or milk in general as a great post-workout refreshment. I know my son's watching out there, Jared, and he always wants to grab a Gatorade after his workout. Speak to him, tell him why a nice tall glass of chocolate milk is better for you after a workout.
He definitely needs to know and needs to switch that chocolate milk is in fact the ultimate sports beverage for many reasons. It has a great blend of carbohydrates and protein that really can't be beat in any other sports beverage. It has a lot of water, so it can help replenish and rehydrate athletes, and it has a lot of bone-building calcium that can actually help reduce the risk of stress fractures and have for strong bones for our athletes.
So it really is a perfect
It's the all-around ultimate sports beverage.
Outstanding. What else is going on with the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board that people in Wisconsin should know about?
We have a lot of great things going on. I just want to make sure we're reminding everyone to go home, make sure your fridge is stocked full of chocolate milk. I know as a mother of 3 young ones, we always have chocolate milk in our refrigerator. I'm sure you're going to now too, right?
I am. Yes.
And it's a great way to show our support for Wisconsin dairy industry and have some Wisconsin cheese too while you're at it.
Well, I'm going to do it for myself as well. And Angie, has become tradition here at the state tournament, we always end our interview with a toast.
I had to bring you some chocolate milk, so here's to a salute to all of Wisconsin's dairy farm families, and let's get your son drinking chocolate milk too.
Outstanding. To the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the WIAA tournaments. Cheers, everyone. Angie, thank you so much for stopping by and sharing with us some chocolate milk and some of your terrific ideas from the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. Appreciate it. All right. Well, we had a terrific day of action so far on the court here behind me. Earlier today, in our Division III semifinals, Brilliant beat Lodi 59-30. Ryan Ranke had 15 points to lead Brilliant into the Division III title game, where they will play GET. GET just got by Marshall 55-53. Tim Wagner 17 points for the Redhawks and a blocked shot at the buzzer to preserve the win. So it's Brilliant and GET in the Division III title game tomorrow. That game will be approximately 3 o'clock. Both schools looking for their first state titles. Then this afternoon in Division II, Kokona beat DeForest 51-30, the final there. This was a close game until Kokona went on a 21-1 run to finish the game out and win by 21 points. Jason Miller had 13 points, I beg your pardon. In our second Division II semifinal, Onalaska got by Pius 38-32. Matt Thomas, 14 points and 13 rebounds. Onalaska 17 of 22 from the free throw line. That sets up our Division II title game tomorrow evening at 6:30 right here at the Kohl Center. Kokona and Onalaska. Kokona going for their first state title. Onalaska going for their third state title in school history. Right now, our Division I semifinals, Germantown in a wild one. Very offensive show. They lead Madison Memorial 44-30 here at the half. That game will be followed by our next and final Division I semifinal of the evening. Milwaukee King at 23-1, taking on Oshkosh North at 19-7. And then our Division I championship game will be tomorrow at about 8:15 or so. Hey, by the way, if you see one of these games down here and you want a copy of any or all the 2012 WIAA State Tournament games, here's what you need to do. You need to order online. Go to prepfilms.com. Please allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. $29.95 per copy plus shipping and handling. Visa and MasterCard are accepted. And please, that's not just for any state tournament game you see here. It's also for next week at the girls tournament, last week, a couple weeks ago I should say, from the state hockey tournament, and any of the games from recent years. You can also get a copy of those. Once again, prepfilms.com. is the place to go. An exciting first half of action. Germantown leading Madison Memorial 44-30. Here to set the stage for the second half of action. Let's send it back downstairs to Jake Zimmerman and Dan Witter.
Okay, Scott, thank you very much. As you said, 44-30 right now. Germantown on top of the defending Division I state champs. Let's take a look at the first half of action and show you how they got to this point. We'll begin with Madison Memorial coach and Junior Lamamba striking early with this three-pointer. He had 13 points to lead the way in the first half.
The threes got him back into the game. Ortiz hit one, and then he hit one also.
This was a nice play by Ortiz. Thought about the behind the back and just takes it himself. And then one of the key plays that comes up here, look at the left side of your screen, there's Junior Lamamba slipping, and it appeared to injure his hamstring. He hobbled over to the side, got some work on over there, work done there, and I'm sure they're working on him as well right now at the half. Be interesting to see if he can come back out and how he plays in the second half. On the Germantown side, boy, the Showalter show. Jake Showalter for three. He had 16 points, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. Daniel Studer as well getting it done after this missed three-pointer. He'll lay it in. And then Luke Fisher as well, the future Indiana Hoosier, helping out the Germantown cause. Been a lot of big flashy plays so far in this game, as we told you, and it just continues. First half stats, field goals, free throws, three-point shooting as well, a big story, and of course those points off turnovers.
Well, the turnovers is the big thing. Otherwise, they're not too far apart. Other than the 17-11, they're getting more shots because of the turnovers, and they're missing shots. Memorial is. So I think they got to settle down a little bit, not turn the ball over as much, and then try to execute on offense.
Let's take a look at the leading scorers from this first half as well. And as Scott Emmerich said, it has been an offensive show, a lot of scoring. Junior Lamamba leading the way for Madison Memorial. Sungalo with 10, Ortiz 5, and there's Germantown, the two Showalters. Jake 16, Zach with 12, a couple of players with 6 as well. Speaking of Jake Showalter, here's some more on his numbers so far. I mean, this season he's got 7.5 points per game. Tonight, 16. He hits about 47% from the field generally. Tonight, he's 6 of 8. Generally, 40% from beyond the arc. Tonight, he's 80%. He has certainly come to play. And keep in mind, he's just a sophomore, Coach. It has been the Showalter show.
Well, I'm sure Dad dreams about this, and I'm sure his son dreams about it, and it's coming true right before our eyes.
Well, 14-point Germantown lead. We'll see how the second half pans out in just a second. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
In Wisconsin, we believe in lessons learned early in life. Play hard and play fair. That's why Rural Mutual Insurance sponsors WIAA Athletics and the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. We're proud of Wisconsin and of our agents and claims adjusters who give undivided attention. They don't stand on the sidelines when misfortune hits. We serve everyone, rural or city, with the fastest claim service in the state. Rural. It's not where you live, it's what you value. A Farm Bureau service.
Okay, Edith, you are all set with the Packers checking account.
Thank you.
And we have a special gift for you.
Oh?
Hello, Edith.
Want more Aaron Rodgers in your life?
Oh, my.
Is that part of the deal?
Oh.
Get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron when you open a Packers checking account. For details, go to your nearest branch or visit us online.
So do you play canasta?
All the time.
I love that game.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. We are just about set for the start of the third quarter, actually. 44-30 right now. Germantown on top. The Germantown faithful, some in their Brewers garb over. I guess it's the same color, so that's okay. You can wear Brewers garb if you're a Germantown fan. Madison Memorial side hoping that these Division I state champs can come back. It is, I would say, very close to being a jam-packed Kohl Center. Tons of people here to watch this exciting Division I state semifinal.
These first 3 minutes, I think, are going to be very important for both teams. Not so much Germantown, but just for Madison, just to keep them, close a little bit. Get something to go right.
Oh, he thought about slamming that one down to Luke Fisher, but he was denied, and here comes Madison Memorial. That three-point attempt is short, off the mark. It'll be Germantown ball. Well, Madison Memorial did what they wanted. The ball back right away after a Germantown possession. Now we'll see. It's going to be Madison Memorial ball. So a turnover for Germantown. And you can see Coach Showalter's not real happy about that one. Certainly doesn't want to see this lead go down by any means. He wants to keep it like this because Madison Memorial can score so quickly. 3-point attempt for Lamamba is off the mark. Now this is Morris inside, and Morris gets it to go. And you know what? That probably answers our question about Junior Lamamba. He seems to be moving around okay.
Jamar Morris just stepped on somebody's foot on the way down, too. Keep an eye on that. Wincing a little bit.
All right, Germantown trying to get it inside. They do. Zach Showalter with the turnaround. That is his 14th point. He's trying to match up with his brother. He's not quite there. Jake's got 16.
Well, he's on the bench, so he's got a shot at it being on the floor.
That's not fair, right?
Yeah.
Ortiz with the jumper. Now Morris kicking it over to WIAA. We'll get a whistle.
Pretty good interior passing. There's a lot of bodies in there, and they still got the good pass and got the foul and got to the free throw line.
So heading to the line is Jester WIAA. You know, he's the nephew of former soccer great George WIAA. For all of you soccer fans out there who may know that name, George WIAA was the 1995 FIFA Player of the Year for the African country Liberia.
I wouldn't think too many people know that.
Well, now you know.
But you know.
Just continues to prove the athleticism in his family runs deep, right?
Absolutely. They're going to need to make these free throws when the clock stops in order to dig into this lead a little bit.
And there's tons of time, but, you know, Germantown certainly is, I can't imagine a team with this much talent in Germantown going ice cold anytime soon. So they're going to get their points too, as you said.
Well, they take it to the basket.
We'll see that whistle. I believe it's against Morris. Let's see here. Yeah. So that's his third foul. First team for the third quarter. Keep an eye on those 3 personal fouls for Jamar Morris. Put back, no. Ripped down there by Sungalo. This is Ortiz over to Lamamba. Lamamba moving around quickly. Now kicking it over to Sungalo. Puts it up. Rims in and out, and Germantown gets it back. That's KUMBIER. Quickly ahead to Zach Showalter for 3. Nope. With all the scoring we had early on in this game, there hasn't been so much so far. A lot of missed shots. Another one there by Brendan Ortiz.
Jamar Morris is really limping visibly running up and down the court right now.
You said he stepped on somebody's foot, hurt his own foot in the process. Nice move, a nice shot there by Josh Mongan. Just went around and got the look that he wanted and kissed it off the glass.
A lot of weapons for Germantown.
And now we'll have a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout right now for Madison Memorial. There's a look at Jamar Morris. And we'll see what happens with him now. Well, we were concerned for Madison Memorial about Junior Lamamba at the end of the first half. Now it looks like Jamar Morris is, as we said, nursing that foot. Yeah, he's limping off here, and I don't know if we're going to see him anytime soon. We're going to have one of the trainers come over, take a look at him now, and he's going to be helped off as well. Well, you know, what happened, as you said, Coach, you know, he stepped on somebody's foot. He was hurting for about the last couple of minutes there, the first half, and then during that timeout, he just stood there for about 10 seconds, then tried to make a couple of moves toward the bench and just kind of hobbled down.
Well, he was just running up the court and stepped on somebody's foot as he was trying to make his way up the court.
Madison Memorial with the ball. Germantown with a 16-point lead. That is the largest lead of the game for them. And now we'll get another whistle inside. And that's going to be a push against ORTIZ, I believe. His second foul.
There's a lot of big bodies in there. It's tough to see on that backside, especially somebody as little as ORTIZ when he's doing something.
Yeah, ORTIZ stands 6'1", but he's in amongst the trees there. Guys like Luke Fisher at 6'10" and Studer at 6'7". It's tough to see him. So again, the largest lead of the game right now for Germantown at 16 points, trying to add to that. Zach Showalter, no-look pass, inside and beautifully done there. Gets it to Luke Fisher. Germantown with an 18-point lead in the defending Division I state champs in Madison Memorial. Now Josh MONGAN. He tried the same thing that he did a minute ago. It worked for him, but you know what? I was going to say they still get it inside to Fisher. Now we're going to get a foul against Fisher as he just couldn't corral that inside. Let's take a look, though, at that no-look pass just a minute ago. Well, how many times have they done that in their 4-year career here in Germantown?
Well, what a luxury to get into the lane and just kind of throw it up and know your guy's the one that's going to be getting it.
Now that could be big. Luke Fisher takes a seat with his third personal.
They still have size in there.
Jamar Morris, by the way, is going into the locker room right now. He is hobbling off. They loosened up his shoe and they're taking him in. Germantown will have it. Well, that is obviously very big. Jamar Morris, 6'6" senior for Madison Memorial. He is one of the leaders of this team, averages about 12 points per game. There's a lot of experience still out there for Madison Memorial, but Morris, he missed a lot of last season with a wrist injury, too, that he suffered in the last 30 seconds of the football season as Jake Showalter comes right back and hits a three-pointer. Oh, a miss there by ORTIZ. So Germantown out to a 21-point lead. ORTIZ trying to take that away, and he'll be called for the foul. Jake Showalter is 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. He's got 19 points. He's 7 of 9 from the field. He is having a dream game for Germantown right now.
He's loving life.
Germantown up 53-32 on Madison Memorial. Now a message from our statewide sponsor. This is your WIAA network station.
Self-expression can make a world of difference. Allowing individuals to express themselves is, in effect, telling them, you matter. By giving educators a voice, promoting programs like music and art, WIAC speaks for me and my students. Add your voice to the conversation at Speak Out Wisconsin on Facebook.
That was me. Actually, that was me. And that's not like me. I used to be a football player. Wrong century. I wanted to feel like that again, so I did something about it. I got back into shape. Now when I chase the bad guys, they do not get away. Yeah, I got him.
There you see the score, 53-32. Germantown on top of Madison Memorial. Well, we said it at halftime. I'll say it again right now. It's been the Showalter show. Head coach Steve Showalter seeing his sons really having a heck of a night. And there's a look at the most assists in a single game. Germantown was 17 so far tonight. But the two Showalters have combined for 31 points. Jake Showalter is the one who's really put on a show. 7 of 9 from the field. And we are 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. Now another three-point shot by Jake Showalter. No, but there's his brother to swoop in and slam it down. Crowd is buzzing yet again as the Showalter show continues.
I think there's some people in shock. If they're not cheering, they're in shock.
And that'll be Germantown ball. Let's take another look. You know what? I mean, I think Zach just figured at some point my brother's got to miss one of these. I'm just going to run at it and slam it in. Very impressive. Well, I'll tell you what. That'll be fun to see for the Badgers next year, right?
That'll be on a family highlight video next Christmas.
Maybe Bo Ryan's thinking, maybe I should just get both of these guys, huh? For sure, right when I say that, Jake travels and turns it over.
He's got a little ways to wait for Jake.
That's right. Yeah, Jake Showalter, just a sophomore. Zach is a senior. And Dad Steve Showalter, the head coach for Germantown, is loving every minute of it, as is this Germantown faithful who is out here in full force tonight at the Kohl Center. Taken away by Zach. Zach Showalter quickly ahead behind the back pass, lays it in. Josh Mongan. My goodness, counted plus the foul. Zach Showalter looked like he was going to take it himself. Look at this pass. Woo! How pretty is that? Put that one on the highlight reel as well. A big smile from Zach Showalter. They try to get near that assist record. Oh, what better way to do it than that, huh? Heading to the line here, trying to make it a three-point play, is Josh Mongan. And the Warhawks senior converts. And this has become a huge Germantown lead at 26 points, thanks to a 14-0 run over the last 4+ minutes. That three-pointer is no good for Sungalo, and back come the Warhawks. Now that was just an errant pass. Now Madison Memorial quickly ahead. Oh, Zach Showalter bats it away. Zach Showalter with the steal now, and he stepped out of bounds. Wow, what a show Zach Showalter is putting on. Memorial had the numbers. Zach Showalter comes in, big block, and nearly steals it and takes off after that.
He's definitely opening some eyes this evening. For those that haven't had a chance to see him play, they're in for a treat tonight.
Three-pointer for Lamamba is good. It's like every time the crowd stops buzzing from one of the Showalter plays, yet another one. Well, Zach, a little careless there, threw that one away. Now here's Lamamba, and that'll count. So back within 21 now is Madison Memorial after a couple of quick Lamamba scores. Lamamba has 18 points. He's having a heck of a night as well, folks. 7 of 10 shooting is junior Lamamba. But Germantown on top, 58-37. You know, I feel like it's a broken record, but we got to keep talking about it. The Showalters now have scored 35 of Germantown's 58 points. They've combined for 12 of 19 from the field. Jake Showalter, 7 of 10 himself. But the only thing that's gone wrong for the Showalters is Zach Showalter is 0 of 4 from beyond the arc, but his brother Jake has picked up the slack in that department with 5 of 7.
Well, the other thing is you look at the assists. You know, he's got 8 assists. I mean, it's such an unselfish club because they've moved the ball well and they finished well. The last dunk that he got was off a missed shot, so it's not like you know, he was just going after an offensive rebound.
A beautiful job so far tonight as well by Josh Mongan. He's got 5 assists too. It's not just the Showalters getting it done for Germantown, but they're making it exciting. Now Madison Memorial takes it away quickly, and we'll have a whistle as well. So Memorial scored 5 quick points, and now heading to the line is going to be Julian Walters, the junior guard for Madison Memorial. And in case you're wondering, we have not seen anything from JAMAR Morris since he went into the locker room.
Memorial's trying some different defenses. They're trapping a little bit, 1-3-1. That's what they were in last time, waiting to get it over half court.
Well, one of the things that's also hurting Madison Memorial right now is their efficiency at the line, just 4 of 8. And as you said, when you're down by this much, you got to score when there's no time coming off the clock, and missed opportunity there, 2 missed free throws. Now Germantown quickly ahead. 3-pointer for Jake Showalter, yes! Jake Showalter now 6 of 8 from three-point land and 22 points.
Well, he set himself in that corner, and there was just 2-on-1. He knew what he wanted.
Brendan ORTIZ kicking it over to Walters for 3. Nope. Now Germantown turns it over again. 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Germantown has a 24-point lead. ORTIZ, 3-pointer, no good. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. Germantown 61-37 over Madison Memorial. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Kohl Center. This WIAA game summary is brought to you by Skyward, creator of Skyward School Management System and Skyward Family Access, the best solution for Wisconsin school districts and parents. A lot of big numbers there, Coach. Points off turnovers, a lot of field goals for Germantown as well, and those assists just 1 away from tying a state record.
Those look like game statistics for most places, and it's only the end of the third quarter.
That Division I assist record right now is held by Bayport. They had 20 assists in 2009. Brendan ORTIZ for 3. Nope. An impressive showing, to say the least, by this Germantown Warhawks team. 3-pointer. Yes, for Mongan. Josh Mongan cans one from beyond the arc. Now Jester WIAA finishing that one up. Now we're just going to go back and forth quickly here. We're going to let Mongan try another one after he hit that last one. Now they'll reset, kick it around. This is Mongan again for 3. Not this time. You saw Daniel Studer had his eye on that ball the whole way. Ran down court, took it away. Up top and slams it down. Zach Showalter. Another rim rattler for Zach Showalter. 66-39 Germantown.
You could see that one coming just through the outstretched arms. 2-on-1.
18 points for the future Badger.
I would think you would want to get this videotape.
Let's go back and take a look at this one from Josh Mongan. You think they've done this before? Woo! Zach Showalter stands 6'3", can certainly get up and down. Boom! Impressive to say the least. It's a huge hand from the Germantown crowd as he takes a little rest. Deserves a rest after that one.
Yeah. Well, again, you're playing tomorrow. Not that this game is over by any stretch, but it's well in hand, and to risk injury or fatigue for that matter.
Brendan ORTIZ going to shoot a three. No, not this time. The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic, encouraging you to live an active, healthy life. Marshfield Clinic, don't just live, shine. Shining is what the Showalters have done in Germantown as well tonight. Locked inside, but a whistle.
Certainly as good as advertised.
Donnell Thompson, who
Fouls on Madison Memorial, number 4, Brendan ORTIZ.
went for the block, and the foul actually goes against Brendan ORTIZ.
6th team foul.
Again, right from the very tip-off, we saw a slam dunk by Zach Showalter, and it was really just a sign of things to come. And unless things change in an incredible hurry, fans and viewers will get a chance to see this Germantown team on display tomorrow night, again in the Division I state championship game.
Bob Morris is coming back with crutches.
Well, he certainly gave it a go. I mean, again, after he injured his foot, he played for a couple of minutes, and there he is over on the Memorial side with crutches and that foot wrapped up now. And he did his best to play through it, but just could not do it. Taken away by Germantown again, and nearly taken away by WIAA for Memorial, but okay, now they get it inside, and it's going to be a turnover for Germantown. You know, I do want to mention, as I started to say earlier about JAMAR Morris, he missed a lot of last season with a wrist injury. He suffered in the last 30 seconds of the football season, came back to help the Spartans win a 3rd state title. Well, there's the Division I record book. Jake Showalter with 6 3-pointers made tonight. The most in a single game is 7. Trevor Stratton from Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Coach, you know who that guy is?
I remember him. That was actually against Madison Memorial also.
Well, Jake Showalter has a shot, but right now he's sitting over on that Germantown bench. And Father Steve Showalter might just be content to let him sit there if his score...
I think Trevor Stratton's yelling at the TV for him to sit there too, someplace.
Well, Trevor, you may get your wish. With substitutions here, Luke Fisher back into the game. Taking a seat's going to be John Abercamp for Germantown. Sungalo, 11 points tonight. This is the second one. This is a slam dunk by Luke Fisher. Well, they tried the Preston Madison Memorial, and the Warhawks read it easily. And once again, they're off to the races. Josh Mongan content to just kind of reset here. And why not? You're up by 30. Might as well eat a little clock up while you're at it, right? Swinging around, that's Luke Fisher. Now inside to Mongan. Mongan with a beautiful feed. Once again to Zach Showalter.
They average almost 82 points a game, so they could get there.
Madison Memorial has seen its field goal shooting percentage go down rapidly here over the last several minutes. And there you see the average margin of victory, about the same between the regular season and the postseason for this very talented Germantown team. As Zach Showalter scores yet again. You know what? He's tied with his brother with 22 points. You know, brother Jake, the younger brother, can say, yeah, but who hit all those 3-pointers, huh? 74-40 right now is your score. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Okay, Edith, you are all set with the Packers checking account.
Thank you.
And we have a special gift for you.
Oh?
Hello, Edith.
Want more Aaron Rodgers in your life?
Oh, my!
Is that part of the deal?
Oh.
Get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron when you open a Packers checking account. For details, go to your nearest branch or visit us online.
So do you play canasta?
All the time.
I love that game.
Save big money during the Menards March Madness sale. Mastercraft steel entry doors offer a variety of styles and a lifetime warranty. This venting half-light door or this half-light door with triple pane insulated glass are your choice. $199 each. Get a remarkable paint at an incredible value with Pittsburgh Ultra. It has a durable, washable finish and exceptional one-coat coverage, plus a lifetime warranty. Gallons of flat or ceiling are $15.97 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
74-40, Germantown on top of Madison Memorial. And as we were watching all of those plays go Germantown's way, they went ahead and tied the entire state record. They've already got the Division I record for 23 assists. They beat Bayport's record, and now they have tied Randolph's record for most of any division, 23 assists so far, and they've got, about 4 minutes left to take that record over all by themselves. Once again, a one and done for Madison Memorial. And you know what? You look at what Germantown has done tonight, Coach. I mean, it's impressive to win by 30 points anyway, but to do it against a team as talented as Madison Memorial is something else, isn't it?
Well, I don't think this has happened to Memorial in a long time. I know they got beat pretty soundly during the season this year by Eastview, Minnesota, but this was a dismantling.
It was a game that was highly anticipated in large part because you've got the defending Division I champs on one side there in Madison Memorial. On the other side, you've got a Germantown team that's been here to stay recently and just has so much talent. You know, and ZACK, SHOWALTER, and Luke Fisher are going to get a lot of the headlines and the spotlight because they're headed to Big Ten schools. ZACK going to Wisconsin and Luke Fisher going to Indiana. But we've seen Jake SHOWALTER tonight. We've seen Josh MONGAN with big plays. I mean, it's a loaded team. Make no mistake. It's just loaded. And there you see the wins this season.
They're definitely on a mission.
Another whistle. It'll stop action right now. So heading to the line here is going to be Matt Berry, who just came into the game for Madison Memorial. He's a senior. We got a couple of guys here from Madison Memorial who not seen a whole lot of action but are in the game. Anthony Frederick, number 3, is out top near half court, and along with Sam Sutherland as well. Sam Sutherland's a junior as well as Anthony Frederick. That one rolls out. Tell you what, Madison Memorial 5 of 13 from the line tonight. That's one of the things they've certainly struggled with, along with the 19 turnovers. Part of the story of this game. The reason why Germantown's up by 36 right now. Near turnover, but Warhawks, well, we'll see if they get it back. They're going to get a timeout.
Timeout, Germantown.
Coach, what has impressed you the most about Germantown tonight? Well, you know what? Hold that thought. We're going to take a little break along with these guys, and we'll be right back. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
When you buy Wisconsin dairy products, your hard-earned dollar brings you more than just the quality and great taste you know and love. It supports the dairy industry, which in turn reinvests that money back into your community, resulting in better public services, abundant recreation opportunities, and a beautiful place to call home. In all, dairy contributes $26.5 billion to Wisconsin's economy, and eventually comes back to benefit you. To learn more, visit youtube.com/dairyimpactwisconsin.
Save big money during the Menards March Madness sale. Ideal has been a trusted leader in residential and commercial garage doors for over 3 decades. They offer exceptional durability and quality construction. Their patented Easy Set spring system makes adding spring tension simpler and safer. 4-star doors feature a white steel raised panel exterior with an insulated back panel. This 9x7 door is $279. The 16x7 is $459.
Save big money at Menards.
There's your score, 76-40 right now. Germantown on top. So the Warhawks are going to be moving on to the Division I state championship. They will knock off the defending Division I champs in Madison Memorial. Still got about 3 minutes of action here. You'll want to stay tuned here because with the way these big plays have been going, plenty of slam dunks, alley-oops, you never know what's going to happen here. Turn around inside does not go. That doesn't go either. Batted all over the place, and Memorial finally takes it away. Oh, hey, he's showing some speed here is Anthony Frederick, the 5'4" junior guard. Showing some wheels there, and the three-pointer is good. That one knocked down by Drew Walls. Well, you're seeing the future of Madison Memorial a little bit here. Again, some of these guys that don't get a chance to play a whole lot, getting a taste of playing here at state. Same thing for Germantown as well. It's even Wiesenberg and now John Avercamp up top. Guys that don't get a chance to play a whole lot. It's good to get them some time as well here at state.
Everybody gets a chance to be on the floor.
Wiesenberg, no. Now Avercamp trying to get it inside there, and they do. And they're just eating up some clock here. Krushinski was the one who had the ball there. Yep, number 22. 5'9" junior.
Well, these guys get to play against the #1 team in the state every day, so it's not like they don't get some competition during the season.
Good point. Oh, nice speed. Well, they've seen that done by the seniors, and they can do it themselves as well. That's Krushinski finishing it off, the junior. All right, again, the 5'4" junior for Madison Memorial. Anthony Frederick had it batted away. Now kicking it over, a three-point attempt. That's Dodens for three. No, nearly cleaned up inside, batted around a ton, and finally put in by John Avercamp. And John Avercamp makes it 80-43. Now quickly to the basket, batted away there by Wiesenberg. I'm not sure that Steve Showalter could have asked for much more tonight out of his Germantown team.
It was pretty special tonight. A lot of big plays, a lot of unselfish plays. Very impressive.
And again, his son's doing most of the damage. We're going to get a foul inside. That'll go against Sam Helly, who has just come into the game as well for Madison Memorial. Well, the largest win margin in any game was 39 to Pure over Edgerton. Go way back to 1941. Well, tonight's margin 37. And at the line with a chance, he probably doesn't realize there's this much pressure on him. That he can match the record right now. Can even Wiesenberg. Want to go out there and tell him that there's some pressure for these free throws? Nah, let's
let him go.
Let's let him go. Had some more Warhawks come into the game here, as you see. Dariante Hudson. Oh, and he missed that second one. Oh, he gets it back. Barely lays it in.
Wanted to get the record.
And we're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to stay Germantown ball.
In for Germantown, 12, Tyler Heaney.
He did hear you.
Yeah, my apologies. They do have the assist record. They can say they've got that all to themselves. 24 assists in this game. That is a record for all divisions. Closing seconds here. That's Matt Schultz, number 50. Now a three-pointer for Heaney, in and out. And that is how this one is going to end. 81-43. Germantown over the defending D1 state champs, and the Warhawks will move on to the D1 championship game themselves. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.